We are the Bearded Bastards of the Villain's Demand. I'm the DM of the evening for Out of the Abyss, Smiley.
And I am part of the Bearded Bastards in the Villain's Demand. I am Evan the Great, and I am playing the Dwarven Paladin Monk Grom Whitehammer, and he has Gnome Strike.
Of the Whitehammer boys.
Gnome Strike. What's Gnome Strike?
It's the fact he has three gnomes.
Oh, it's because you're controlling the Gnome Strike.
He just throws gnomes.
Yeah,
I
right.
will think close enough.
And I'm JVD, and I am playing Brawldrak Whitehammer. You can call me Brawl. Gestalt, Cleric Fighter.
And I'm the Bearded Wonder with the Villain's Demand, and I'm playing Travak Whitehammer, Fighter Wizard.
At that point, Travak, would you mind giving us a recap?
Well, it's been 3 weeks, so
It has
it's
been 3
a
weeks.
little fuzzy, but
Slightly talked to
we had escaped from the drow compound where we were being held prisoner. We fought a Vrok, correct, I believe?
Yeah, right. Because it drops you like a hurricane.
All right. So we fought one of those. We ended up killing it. Then we're in the tunnels, and I
Surviving.
think, yes, just surviving. I think we had come across some clackers. That's what I'm going to call them.
Clackers? You come across no hook borders.
Isn't
The
that what
fungus
they're called?
thing.
Isn't that what
Yeah,
they're called?
in
The Last of Us? They're called clackers?
Fungus zombies.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I was thinking
Yeah.
Clacker from the Drix
No.
books. Because he's in a tour.
So we came across these spore-controlled zombies, I guess they call them.
Nerdum crossover.
Nerdum crossover, yeah.
I was like, we didn't find no hook
You know, I
quarters.
still don't think there's stats for a brownie anymore.
Mm.
You shot the boss.
Huh?
Yeah. It was a brownie. that
You
was
shot the
outside
boss.
the airport.
I forgot about that.
I didn't shave it.
No, we ain't got.
He shot Ivar is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the drow boss.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna kill her.
We just went and got Stool. See if
Yeah.
he could communicate with these things.
I believe that's where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, which one of y'all went to get Stool?
Me, he's my buddy.
Yeah.
Like my buddy doll, my good guy doll.
So I guess we're just watching. Yeah.
So, when you approach Stool, he does his reports for us, so you're able to communicate with him. And he agrees to come back with, go back with you.
And I'm going to tell him what's going on as we're going that way.
Yeah. He sounds curious, as if that's an oddity in and of itself that they be this far away. Because right now he can't feel the grove, is what he says.
The what?
He cannot feel the grove.
The grove, okay. It's kind of like a hive mind. Not that Brawl would know that, but I'm just asking.
One on lines, he can feel his presence in his location.
Mhm.
When it's like closer he gets, the stronger it gets.
Okay. It's almost like a beacon then.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
It's like a beacon of safety.
Okay. I'm really watching, I should say, not his reaction, but feeling what he feels when he sees these things because they worry me.
He does not look, he looks more curious at the location they are, what they are.
Okay. So he's not scared of them.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him, can he communicate with them?
He just kind of shakes his body, yes.
Okay.
Or at least to try to.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sit him down on the ground and let him do his thing. But I am very prepared if these things attack him to kill him.
Right.
He kind of shuffle,
I mean, I'm walking behind him too, waddling too.
I'll fall.
Everybody's like wobbling.
Not gonna let my brother go alone.
Crowd's like, are they putting some bank? But he releases the report spores around the drow spore servants, is what he refers to them as. You can hear like him trying to communicate with them,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not getting a response from them. They're not. It's not so much as they're being aggressive; they're just not responding.
So are they just standing there?
Yeah, they've not moved since, like this entire time.
Okay.
I'm staying close enough so I can be in his spore cloud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him what we should do. Like, does he think we can pass?
They don't seem to be obstructing us.
Alright. I'm gonna yell at Grom to go get the others, and me and Travak will sit here and wait. And
While
we'll
we're
go ahead and pass.
while we're waiting, can I go ahead and look for footprints around here? See if there's like footprints besides these three, like maybe leading off.
Yeah, roll me your perception. Or survival, I mean, either or.
Yeah. 14.
You can see, like, their ingress footprints, and they will shuffle for a bit and stop. Shuffle for a bit and stop, but that's all you find.
I mean, I can't tell where they came from or.
No, you can see their path.
Okay.
Because you found them in a tunnel that was
Yeah.
cut, they were coming towards your campsite.
It's like 3 of them, right?
Yes, three
Yeah.
of them.
Okay.
So they were coming toward our campsite.
Yeah.
So we could possibly follow where they came from. Maybe end up in some
Sounds
grove.
like a plan to me.
Maybe take Stool.
Obviously, we can outrun them if need be. Because I don't want anybody else looking like this. What type of creatures do these have under their control?
They appear to be drow with their heads split open and fungus.
Okay, yeah, I remember this head split open fungus thing. Whenever it was raised.
Stool explains to you that the myconids will, when they find dead bodies, they will either use them for fertilizer or cultivate them as spore servants to help with tending to the grove.
I'm just kind of look at him odd and think of what could possibly happen to me if I die with Stool in my hand. You know, like, oh, awesome.
Now, the thing with the rapport spore, it does transfer feeling.
So.
And he gets kind of panicked, like, no. Only the sovereigns can do it.
Oh. So I gotta worry about him doing it.
No, I'm small.
Okay.
Have a speed of 10, does people seem to forget about it.
That's why I pick him up running everywhere with him.
That wasn't talking about you.
Yeah. Since he was talking about this thing called the Grove,
Yes.
and he thinks it's odd that they're so far away, right?
Yeah.
So basically, I'm gathering this is not usual behavior.
He will express to you that the spore servants usually remain within the grove tending to
Yeah.
the fungus and other, like, stool sprouts.
What does he think would cause them to be this far out? Does he have? I mean, you know, he's just a child.
They will accompany other myconids at times for help, but I don't know.
So there might be other myconids out here.
Could he feel them if there was?
No.
Okay.
They're not telepathic, just they're spore.
Okay, I'm just making sure, you know. All right, I'm just waiting on the other ones to show up so we can get out of here.
You want to round everybody up?
Half of them are asleep right now.
This was early in the morning.
Get something that makes
Actually,
a
I think it was
racket.
in the middle because it was his shift, and Grom usually has the last shift.
Now, Grom already been on watch.
Yeah, because I remember I was kicking him and stuff.
No, that was not 4.
We're on a different night. I thought we've only had one night of rest.
This is the second night of rest. It's the first
Okay.
full day of travel.
It's been 3 weeks since we played last.
It has legit been 3 weeks.
So I grab whatever tools I can to make racket if they're sleeping.
Okay, you take her takards.
Yeah.
Dong, dong, dong.
You're
Can
gonna
we
bring
hear
everything
this?
as the underdark
Yes.
to us.
I'm gonna look at Trevok and just I'm gonna grumble like I'm gonna.
What's your health?
Is it Fred Flintstone that used to grumble like?
My health?
Yeah,
30.
You know,
30? How many days will have?
Be like off the honeymooners. Straight to the moon.
Yeah.
He's killing me.
Straight to the. I tell Sam that. And she doesn't get it, which I understand. Oh,
No, I did not.
Straight to the moon, Alice.
You watch
She's like, but I'm like, obviously you don't watch black and white.
You feel a sense of
TV.
grogginess come over you, but you shake it off.
Start pulling the covers off people.
You also hear Buko curse in the background.
I'm pretty sure we don't have blankets and stuff. We just grab it with me.
you don't have shit.
Yeah.
We have shit.
Yes, it's in my beard.
And you have a bucket of fish.
Oh, and we have fungus.
I'm sorry, a
full
keg
water.
of fish.
Yeah.
And we have fungus that's full of water.
Yeah.
So I told you not to drink all water
Yeah.
out of the keg.
Yeah.
So
So I'm getting everybody up, making racket that I probably shouldn't be making.
He's bringing everything to the underdark to
Yeah.
us. We don't have to go look for anything now. The drow patrol will never hear this.
Well,
Thank
get
you
thrown
for
incense
reminding
in
me of
tunnels.
that.
Yeah, now they're gonna hear this.
Yeah, now they're gonna hear it.
If they don't wake up, they're getting hit with water in the face.
Which is actually pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, we gotta go. Hurry, up and at them.
What the bloody hell is wrong with you, man?
Open your eyes.
Divine.
See where we are?
Quit taking me from me faith.
You gotta get.
Gotta get Congo.
Grom
It
is
takes
the
some time to
redneck brother.
motivate
Cotton
certain
Eye
members.
Joe is who he is.
I imagine him as part of heavy machinery. What's his name?
Stay good.
Otis.
Stay good, boys. Yeah,
That's
You're
right.
Otis?
Yeah.
yeah. I see that.
After a while, the clanging stops, and you can make out from where you're at that people are starting to move. And you hear a shit ton of groaning and complaining.
Oh, so we're not that far from them.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up and punch him in the arm. Be like, you don't?
But
You know, and slap him in the back of the head.
he had heard the spore servants walking.
Yeah.
That's what,
Okay, I don't remember how far away that was, but yeah, I'm gonna go up there and just like act like I'm gonna beat him up.
I didn't know we had mosquitoes out here.
Zimdar finds this hilarious because he was deprived of his divine sleep.
So, I'm gonna explain to everybody what's going on, and it's best that we move out of these things away. Obviously, they're slow. We can get
Well,
around
since
them.
they came in contact with y'all, they completely stopped moving.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder if they'll follow us when we leave.
It's creepy. They might though.
Yeah, I'm gonna gather everybody up till we've got to get going.
You tell like several of the people are visibly freaked out by the appearance of the spore servants. Seraph himself starts rubbing his head as if he's having another headache.
I'm thinking, like, is this what was going on when we were prisoners? Because everybody was acting funny, and maybe this is something that's going on with that. Because there's been all this mental intrusion to everybody, and it seems like this has affected them with
To
these
be fair,
guys.
one of the times it was news.
So yeah, I know this,
Tell me twice.
but he doesn't know this. So I'm trying to rush everybody away from these things as quick as possible. You know.
Yeah.
As you start making your way, you hear
Not following us.
with a fairly quick shuffling gait. They
What?
move at the pace you're moving in. They stay about 30 feet back at all times.
But no hostility.
No, so they're just following.
Okay, well I won't attack them unless they attack us. But
Can I roll an insight to see, like, maybe these are scouts? I'm thinking, like, you know, I've worked the tunnels, you know, I know things send out scouts, we do it, I've kind of been that myself, and I'm thinking maybe that's what this is. No. Oh, well, that's not bad, an 11.
You think it's possible that a myconid would send these things out as scouts? You don't know for sure that's what they are.
Fish face. Do any of these live near your lake place?
He looks them over. Oh, no, I don't think the Neverlight's a good distance away. No one's quite sure where, but months out of the way.
Asking anybody in our area if they know of any colony of these in the Underdark.
Only the Neverlight that within reason.
I'm asking everybody the
Yeah.
question though, just not him now. If there's any answers from
That
anybody
is the
else.
general consensus of everybody. The only known colony of myconids is the Neverlight Grove.
what is
Does
Stool
he know where?
from?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not where Stool's from though.
Actually, that is where Stool's from. He
Oh,
expresses
cool,
this.
cool. Okay, I'm gonna ask Fishface if he knows how close that is from here,
Well,
from his home, from.
from Sloobradoop.
Yes.
Oh, several months away. It's off from the Dark Lake.
Closer to us or further from you, like your home?
It's technically in line.
And we're only days from his place.
Yeah.
So this is further, and why would they be this far out?
Unless they were looking for stool.
Unless something bad happened.
That too. Well, I guess let's get to Fish Face home and then we'll figure it out from there.
Man, I don't know if I like these things following us
Well,
though.
if they don't attack us, I mean,
I don't know if they don't attack us.
if
But
they're just scouts.
I'm asking Stool with his little spores that is it normal for them to follow people?
I don't know.
Hmm.
This is the first time I've been out of the grove.
I'm gonna rip a piece of cloth off, long enough to wrap around her head, and I said, what if we tie this around their eyes?
I don't think they really use their eyes.
I figure they're probably using more like echolocation stuff.
Wrap that around your face, and I'm gonna implore everybody else to do something like that, so you don't breathe in anything. I'm gonna
That's
keep
what I
mine
meant to do.
open. When he does that, I'm gonna pop him in the back of the head. I'm not gonna do it though, because I'm assuming breathing in the spores is how I communicate with Stool.
Yes.
So I will not do it, but I'm gonna ask everybody else to do it.
If any of you would come in contact with acritic or deadly spores, you have advantage on your saves.
Because it makes sense now that everybody's complaining about a headache when they get around these things. I have been breathing in Stool spores to communicate with them.
Now, no one's actually complained about a headache. Only Sarah, you know Sarah can have headaches.
Okay, well, I mean, and that's how I'm thinking,
Yeah.
though. I'm gonna do something dumb. Everybody be ready. Gonna ask Stool, do they give off spores like you do? Can I communicate with them like that?
They accept spores, but they don't produce them. But you're in the same cloud as they were. You are linked to them already.
I'm gonna go up see if I can communicate with them.
Alright. What you say to them?
I'm gonna ask them where they're from.
To say silences as a reply will undersell, you get void.
Just like a.
You get a feeling of acknowledgement.
Okay.
That they understand what you said, but you don't get a reply. Nothing with this is a straight acknowledgement.
I'm gonna ask them, has something bad happened in the grove?
You get a sensation of joy.
That something bad has happened in the grove, or just
No.
the fact that I mentioned the grove? Is it unclear?
It's negative to being bad.
Okay.
It's like something good is happening.
Okay.
We're confused.
No, right. He didn't get a sensation that something bad is happening.
It's a good sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask them, are they lost?
Nothing.
Okay. Do you continue to follow? Are you gonna follow us wherever we go? And is it due to Stool? And like I've got Stool with me.
When he asks, "Are you going to follow us wherever we go?" you get a feeling of uncertainty.
Okay.
When he asks about Stool, you get a feeling of negative. Like that's not why.
Hmm.
This is weird.
Yeah, it is
Very weird. Alright, so I'm standing behind you, have my battle axe just slung casually across my shoulder, you know, kind of resting there, just waiting for your
Have you covered your face? Has everybody covered their
Yeah,
face?
yeah, I've covered
That
my
What
face.
else was?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm just waiting for the cues if you're going to attack.
No, I'm not going to attack.
Okay,
I've got like Stool in one hand and my shield in the other. I don't have my warhammer out
okay.
because I don't want to seem threatening to these things. Since they can feel what I'm saying, you feel me?
Yeah.
I want to tell them that they are more welcome to follow us. We seem to be carrying everybody else. We've got a darn drow with us. What's it matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a wolf-looking thingy that thinks it's an elf. Can't get any crazier.
And the fish that won't fight.
You get a sensation of affirmation, and a pleasure, please.
Okay. Okay. So, now this is all like telepathically, right?
Yeah.
We're talking. I'm going to inform everybody that we're safe and they're coming with us. And if there's any objections, they can leave. I'm gonna take that as a alright, and I'm going to go.
I guess you're playing these guys for roleplay, right?
Topsy and Turvy, they look at you like you're crazy. I do not know what's for us, you are the bloody devil. But they don't actually speak out against the idea.
Alright,
Seraph actually nods in agreement.
I'm going to have Travak and, man, I need some more names. I thought I had everybody's names wrote down. And her, Eldith,
Yeah.
and him
Sarah.
bring up the rear.
Okay.
And then, because I can't trust Grom and his stupid antics, he's going to be in the middle of everybody just in case something gets to drop on us from like above.
Now the spore servants do constantly remain. Exactly. They're
That's
back
fine.
from the last person.
But that's why I want them in the back of us, because they can keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
So, because they're staying back, that also kind of extends our line out.
Plus,
so.
if they turn hostile, we have three
We've
fighters.
got three guys, right?
back
Three
and
people
back.
right there in
Yeah.
the back. So, and I will be in the front. I'll have Stool behind my shield, hammer in my hand, leading the way. With Dendryl's with me. So, and I'm going to lead the way with Wolffish Faces up there too. He's going to help me lead.
So is he still just?
Fish face will be like either right beside you, wherever possible, as he acts as navigating.
Yes, that's fine with me.
But,
So is Fish Face still just going with that pause?
y'all were camping.
Yeah.
Like it was literally the middle of the night. You've only had 4 hours of rest.
But I mean, while we're walking, is he just?
Yeah. If
Still going
if
that
y'all
far?
are traveling, he just keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's travel an hour just to kind of follow these footprints, see if there's nothing that's leading us. Everything looks clear, we're gonna go back.
You're
to
following the
rest.
spore servant ones.
Yes, backwards.
Roll me a survival check to keep.
Unless Fish Face tells us to go a different
What do
way.
you have on survival?
My survival's pretty good. It's a skill that I've got.
I got +2 in it.
I got +5.
Okay, so go ahead. Can I assist?
It'd be nice.
You're in the back of the line.
Yeah, you're in the back.
Oh.
I got 13.
13. It doesn't take long to find the end of the path of the footprints, and they do seem to be coming where you're going. You go into an area, like an open cavern, they lead to what looks like a giant fluorescent growth of fungus. This is completely overarching against one of the cavern walls. It's reddish looking, and it feels warm over there. You can see 3 holes in the ground that the footprints seem to come from.
So almost like they burrowed up?
Like they were in a hole that they dug out of. Like they were at one time buried.
The drow were buried.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were talking about how they use the dead when they find dead.
Yeah.
So maybe you should ask Stool if. Well, he can't communicate with his other people, can he?
No, but he still seems to know a little.
A little. So maybe ask him why one of the elders or whatever would be out here that he was talking about.
Okay, yeah, I'll relay that information to him.
When you mention about one of the elders being out of the grove, he gets very distressed.
Uh-huh.
That never happens. They can't leave. They shouldn't leave. They're out. They should stay.
But
They take care of everything.
I'm gonna ask him, what's this?
He looks scared. You like flat out, like without saying anything, he looks.
I gotta feel his fear.
You feel fear because he hasn't heard of this. He doesn't have an answer for you.
Is this, when I asked Stool, is this the start of a new grove?
No. There's not. There'd be myconids. There'd be sprouts. There'd be more.
Okay, so your kind would bury these drow like this when they're dead?
We'd put them under the fungus in order to feed it while they cultivate.
Fertilizer.
How deep are these holes?
If you were to lay down on it, there'd be about 2 feet above you.
Shallow.
Is it more of a, exactly, a shallow grave than a hole?
Is that what you're asking, Stool?
No, that's what that's what I'm asking. I'm asking.
Yes, it would look like a shallow grave.
Okay.
Like someone just hid them in the fungus so that they wouldn't be found.
So there's fungus here, right? All right.
Yeah.
Does the hole look like claws or?
It looked like it was pushed up. The dirt does.
Now, are there any of this fungus here edible?
I don't know, Roman swap shit.
Stool, let us know. He'll go eat some.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Does the tracks go past these graves?
No, it comes from them.
I guess I'm gonna go up to the ones that we have found, and I'm gonna ask them, is this where you came from?
You hear a voice, very echoey, very distant. Born.
Born?
That's the only thing it says.
Born. Well, we don't know. We have a cloth tied over our faces.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, you can't communicate with them.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and the fungus that's edible,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start picking it up, like picking it.
Now these
Roman
drow,
D6 that too.
do they have armor and stuff on the bodies?
It's half rotted leather. Like it has like moisture damage to it.
So they've
And it
been
has
here a
some
while.
shards. Yeah.
While I'm talking to them, can I roll survival to see how maybe old that the armor is? Like, get an idea of like it takes so long for leather armor to rot once it's in the ground. That would be an 18.
It seems to be newer decomposition on it. Like it's just more along the lines of moisture damage.
Okay.
So that's what we'll do.
A couple of weeks, but the bodies themselves seem to be in very decent shape.
Okay, so I got 7 mushrooms. Right. I
You got 7 pounds of food.
7 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a large area along one side of the cavern.
If I see him doing this, I'm going to tell Grom to start getting some of this fungus together.
You technically had advantage on this round called Stool.
Ron is stupid in most things. He's actually smart and knows how to pick things. So fun. He tried to work in the mug shop, didn't work out.
Yeah, Brahms help you add 2 more pounds to it.
Yeah, I'm going to tell anybody whatever they can carry, they probably should take.
You just start ripping off the death fungus from the walls.
I'm going to ask them these fungus drow. Are you staying here now?
A sensation of near confusion, but not an actual reply.
I'm going to ask them. I'm going to look around home.
Negative.
I guess they're just gonna follow us because we have Stool. Maybe.
They're trying to get out, maybe.
Maybe they want to go to the grove. Maybe this is
Now,
their thing.
And the grove's like months away.
Yeah.
It's the mystery of why are they here?
Exactly.
give me a wisdom save. You can fail it if you want.
I'm gonna fill it.
You feel them trying to push it to your mind a little bit.
Okay, if I feel that, yeah, then I would just let it happen.
You see a massive image of towering trees of fungus and mushrooms, entire colonies of myconids roaming around. And give me a, what would be a mental perception check?
It's up to you.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, whatever you want
Like
to.
a wisdom.
You get the
Or
you get the sensation that they're trying to show you what home is.
Inside?
Give me insight.
That works.
Hey, that would be a 23.
You can see the beauty of it,
Mhm.
but something about it, not on the forefront, but something in it that you can't quite decipher, feels sour.
Like Sinister.
Something about it.
Something's off.
Yeah, something's off.
Okay. Because I can feel this emotion that they feel.
And like in the background of it is one single gigantic towering mushroom, more or less. And it's just shadowed by the lights from what is literally a myconid city. There's so much phosphorescence that it's actually brightly lit.
Okay, so I'm seeing this because of them, correct?
Yeah.
So almost like I'm seeing their thoughts.
It's a still shot.
Yeah.
It's a still image.
And I feel that this spot is wrong as they're showing you this, right?
It's something about it you cannot place. Not the whole of it, just something that feels
Okay.
sour and wrong.
I'm gonna ask them, did they leave the grove?
Negative.
Okay. Like, I cannot figure out why they're way out here.
Something made them though, right? I mean,
Well, I mean, so for one,
if they bust out of the ground here,
yeah.
something made them out here, and then Stool didn't seem too keen on the idea that an elder or whatever would come out to spar.
Yeah.
Well, you never talked to Stool, have you?
Well,
No.
yeah, I figured
I
he's
think
probably-
everybody's talked to him at some point.
Yeah, I'm implying everything to them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling them what's going on. So,
I assume we're stopping for the night now, right? We're
yeah,
getting
we'll
food
just
and
rest
stuff,
here. There's
just
food
rest
and stuff here. Everybody can eat what they
Are you
need
stopping
to.
here?
Yeah.
Sarah approached you. Something about this place makes me feel uneasy.
And that is the drow?
The graves, actually.
And this is the drow, right? Tom?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him, why?
I just felt an ill omen, a gut feeling. I'll stay if that's everyone's decision, but I do implore that we move a little bit farther ahead.
Well, since he's a drow, just ask him, be like, would drow normally just dig shallow graves for their fallen comrades, or they just leave them?
No, you know
Where
that.
they lay.
You know the answer to that.
I know, but I'm in character. I'm in
Yeah.
character.
Depends on who you ask.
Are they males?
It's a good question.
One's not.
One's a female.
One's female.
Okay. So it makes sense they probably would bury the female. They'd probably take her body back if they could. Right?
Yeah.
But there's still 3 graves.
Still 3 graves.
I'm gonna ask Stool, do myconids usually bury these people that you're going to use?
Beneath the fungus until the spores fully cultivate.
Okay, so,
So like this, like if he tells us that,
yeah.
like
Yes.
I'm gonna tell him, does it bother him that it's drow that are taken over by the fungus?
But if there's
Not him, no. The drow.
it's the way of life in the Underdark.
I about called you Darky, and then I thought, that is bad. Because my guy's like trying to come up for nicknames. I thought, wait a minute, no. That is not the route I need to go
What'd you
down.
say? Grump said it.
Yeah.
punch him.
Because there's so many NPCs to keep up with. I
Many
might
of
rather-
us have accepted it as a way of life. Like, take Jimjar. He's lost his own several times to Drow and Duergar and several other races. He doesn't lament the fact, he accepts it as a way of life.
We'll put it to a vote. Does anybody not want to stay here? Besides him.
Topsy speaks up. But me, my brother would like to not sleep anywhere near a bloody grave.
I have to agree with him, brother.
How do I know one of y'all won't bury us in it on a sleep?
Have we buried you yet?
That remains to be foreseen.
Have we taxed you? Did we not help you
If we-
escape? We're all in this together.
Did we not?
Do you not trust somebody?
Yeah. Did we not fight the rock together?
The buzzard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they ran.
Yeah. Well, you didn't.
Don't be
because you-
scared of a grave. If we need you, we'll eat you.
And then I'm
He's
gonna,
not helping.
I'm gonna slap him. Shut up.
Kidding.
If we wanted
Too
to kill
many
you,
times have there been false pretense or working together. This is for later down the road for it to be turned when it's disadvantageous.
if we wanted to kill you, we already killed you.
I've heard that before. The last person that said that actually tried like a week later.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them if they don't trust us, they're more than welcome to leave.
To leave. Yeah. Go ahead. See how you do on your own.
That's why I'm still here.
Okay. Well, then there's no reason to not trust us for the moment.
There is no reason for any of us to trust each other beyond survival.
I'd be like, I have my brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, except for you. You're doing good. Good job. Good on you.
And I'm like, I'm assuming you are twins, so you have a right to trust each other.
I don't expect you to trust me. So please don't expect me to trust you.
But I'm giving you every reason to.
And I've done the same for you so far.
Then why bring it up now?
Because you want to sleep beside a bloody grave. It's creepy.
I slept around the dead before during times of war.
It's not sleeping around the dead that bothers me. It's more that something took these things over.
They did.
Yeah, but could they do it to us in our sleep?
There's only one way to find out. And they're not stopping us. They're gonna continue to follow us, obviously.
I mean, could those spores infect us and our sleep takes over? That's what I'm asking. And if it happens here,
There's literally only one way to find out.
to stay here.
Oh no, I mean, if they're gonna follow us, when we sleep, you're gonna find out regardless if they continue to follow us.
No, I'm just talking about this area where they came up at.
So
If there's something in this area-
You're afraid that there's more here,
That could
correct?
take us over. Yeah.
I understand. Can Stool feel anything else that's here, any more myconid or anything that might take us over?
He doesn't know anything specifically.
Can you ask him if?
Does he think such a thing? Because he could hear everybody. What happened here?
He's never heard of it, just flat out happening.
So like while we're sleeping, do we have to be dead for this to happen? Like ask him that.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, I've only seen it happen to the dead.
So that doesn't mean it can't happen to the living.
So,
But I've only seen it to the dead.
okay, I
Makes me
don't,
feel a little better. We're not dead
I
yet.
don't know if you've ever seen The Lion King, but there's a thing called the Circle of Life. Obviously, Stool is involved with that heavily.
Yeah.
I mean, you eat us, you
He
die,
was
we
Simba
eat
held
you.
over prairie shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Or Pride Rock, Pride Shrooms.
okay, so obviously 4 of us, so let's just divide 4 that don't want to stay.
I mean, I don't mind staying. I was just wanting to talk to Stool about. I just don't want us to fall asleep and wake up zombies.
Okay, that's fine, and that's why I'm putting it to a vote. Whether it's either we stay here or we don't.
I'm following your lead. Your brother.
Shushar doesn't seem to be upset by either prospect, because like you said, it's the circle of life. He accepts it if it were to happen. Stool seems to be indifferent towards it. Jim Jar's a bit creeped out by it.
Okay, if Stool is indifferent about it, then that kind of puts me off as well too. Because if he's indifferent about staying here, then I wouldn't want to stay here myself.
Well, indifferent just means he doesn't care.
Okay, well then that's okay. You say it
He
like
doesn't
that. It's
care one
like,
way or the other.
Yeah.
I'm fine with staying
So
here
if you tell me that, I don't care then.
because there's food around here.
Yeah, we can eat. We can.
No
fry
one,
up,
no
you
one's,
know.
no one's being rationed.
Darren Gillis just goes as bad taste to sleep near a grave.
So.
Yeah, but these are not real graves. These are. Somebody murdered these people, but
It's easy for you to say you're not the one that was buried.
Oh yeah, but a real grave. I mean, it's not like it's holy ground.
Look, there's a rock. If you're right, there's a tombstone. It counts.
Well, actually, that's a good question, Dean. How many rocks are there? Are there any rocks we could put together and like maybe get a fire going underneath and maybe cook some fish up and get some mushrooms with them going?
What are you gonna burn for a fire though?
I'm sure there's some stuff around here, right?
Just moist fungus.
Yeah.
That's all we
Like,
got.
no, I don't think we're building a fire right
Okay,
now.
well,
If you had anything, what are you gonna break down? Say a keg.
I mean,
I that firewood.
I didn't even look at spills. No, I got nothing.
Well, I mean, I got
I got create water when we ran out of water.
firebolt
But what are you gonna burn?
or burning hands.
What are you gonna burn?
The fish.
The
The
fish.
fish.
Okay. Oh, got
The splash jar.
Yeah, if you're wanting to cook, yeah, I guess that's different.
And
Yeah.
I can heat that bloody rock up too
Yeah.
with it and get it hot. So that
Yeah.
way.
Did you grab prestidigitation?
Yeah, precipitation.
You
Yeah.
can use that just to heat up a rock.
Yeah, get the rock going.
Cool.
So that way we get some fish fillets on here, get some mushrooms
For
on
some reason, I
there.
kept thinking you were saying rock. I'm like, why do we
Get some rock on there.
Why not? Sparky did it.
Hey, we'll get some demon flesh in it.
No, I'm gonna pass on that.
Get demon powers.
So,
Sparky did it.
how wide is this area? Does it seem like it goes on for a while?
If you stand in the center of it, you feel the walls are just outside of dark vision. So about 130 feet diameter.
Okay, I mean, we can walk away from the graves and stay in here. We don't have to stay by the graves.
Yeah. It's a large cavern.
Okay, then that's
It's not
Yeah.
quite circular, it's kind of all along out, but yeah.
We can
That's-
just stay close to the food source for
Yes.
the moment.
Mhm.
So that way what we gather we can keep for the road
true.
and then eat what we can here.
Or we just eat what we gathered and pick it fresh before we leave.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
So that's what we'll do
Yeah,
then.
because we can't salt it. So
Like I didn't understand the area that we're in, how wide it was, but yeah, if there's enough room to get away from the graves and it bothers people, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep the
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah, Seraph doesn't complain about that.
Okay, then that's what we'll do.
Topsy laments that, but she won't go against it.
So But yeah.
So we gonna build a fire here?
I'm
You can't
gonna
go-
heat the rock up.
You
That's what,
and
well,
we're
yeah,
gonna-
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then once the rock's as hot as I can get it, we'll just throw some fish on there.
But I'm gonna tell Grom, we can build a fire if we bust up your keg.
Yeah, 'cause that fish ain't gonna last very much longer.
It's alive.
I can always find a new one.
They're
Well,
still,
I mean-
they're gonna run out of oxygen eventually in the water.
And I do like to cook
Eat
fish.
gray water.
Yeah, great water.
No, well, how many we got in there?
5, there's a couple of them there.
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
So we can take a lot of mushrooms and like 2 fish and maybe make enough for everybody to have fish and mushrooms.
I don't think 2 fish is gonna feed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, I said mostly
8, 9,
mushrooms.
10, 11.
I said mostly
people.
mushrooms.
We would need all the fish.
Huh?
I say we save the fish,
Save the fish, just eat mushrooms.
eat mushrooms.
Can
You
make
want
fish
them sauteed?
soup.
Yeah.
Sauteed? We can go ahead and saute them on the rock.
Can make mushroom soup. Little L.
Little
We
L.
don't have any L.
Damn, as you said, I got some Betty White.
Yeah, so.
Hey,
it's
we
got
could
flies.
season the mushrooms in that wine, saute them up in there.
I'm just eating raw.
Okay,
Don't
he's eating
care.
raw.
So we got a stick. We're gonna stick these
I'm a
mushrooms
lizard.
on a single bit of fire.
I'm a wizard, I'm getting fancy.
Like I'm setting camp, I'm going to where we're setting up camp and I'm just eating raw.
Right.
Survival, buddy.
Anybody want to be out here with me? I'll cook some up.
Does Bless
Oh,
put
Jim
anything to
goes all over
food
that.
anymore?
Put a little wine with it.
Hmm?
Didn't Bless used to do
You
something
guys
for water or food?
No, no, it's
3.5?
blessed
You
water.
can use precipitation.
Oh, okay.
Food tastes whatever.
I can do that too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll use precipitation again. I'll just make it be like,
What do you want it to taste like?
man, listen, since he's so country, I guess we're all.
If we're using it like that, I'd be like, yeah, then go ahead and
It's like fried catfish, buddy. It's like the best you ever had, man.
make it taste like ass.
I'm gonna just spicy, sweet, or whatever, but yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Cool, and then everybody's got good food.
Everybody's
In the form of
everybody's
mushrooms.
happy.
Everyone's morale seems to go up a bit as you do that.
Good job.
Yeah.
Except for Stool, who just eats the
So
mushrooms.
if I put
like
the
they
mushroom
are.
on the end of the
Fungus.
stick,
Well, that's
what does it look
the
like?
stools are
So yeah, I would imagine fish one comes up like this. He's just like,
So everybody else gets a little fancy food.
Alright, so I guess we'll get everybody to take their rest who really didn't get rest. I would be one of the
Sheriff
guys.
volunteers to keep watch the rest of the night.
Cool. Fair
Because
enough.
he's already had his reverie.
Fair enough. And I'm gonna find me a little spot and
So we're like still like
pull Stool up
like
too
cave
and get some
thing to the
sleep.
ground.
And Sarah's the drow, right?
They're in all belong.
Yeah, he's a drow.
When he says that he'll keep watch, I'm not gonna disagree with him. I'll just go up and give him a shake, you know. Be like, I'm trusting you.
He accepts your hands. My survival side of yours.
And then I'll go lay down.
So we're all setting up camp. The fungus drow, they still stay 30 feet away?
They stand up 30 feet away.
Okay.
So they never move from where they're stated and they stay in the entire time.
Alright. So we'll set up camp and get our rest in if he's gonna stay. Watch, I mean, he's drow. He should be pretty good at this.
Yeah, he actually is really good at this. He's got advantage on perception.
Right.
So,
The night, the rest of the night, you get no indications of anything. Passes peacefully.